I'm Ethan Moore from Stockroom Supply. A question that I get nearly every time we sell a bottle of Starbond, which we sell a lot of, is shelf life. How long is this going to last on my shelf? And another important thing is, how should you store it? So, yeah, first things, if you keep this bottle in the refrigerator, you're going to get 20 months shelf life. So over a year and a half in the fridge, which is a very long time. Now this is a 16-ounce bottle, and these are the 2-ounce bottles. When you buy the Starbond, you can buy it either way. But if you do get the 16-ounce bottles, they give you some 2-ounce bottles to go with it. The idea is you leave the big bottle in the fridge, and then as you're using it, you can have one of these smaller 2-ounce bottles out in your shop and in use. So yeah, I'm going to fill one of these 2-ounce bottles up, and I'm going to give you a couple other tips as far as storing it. Okay, so we got the big bottle open here, and I got the larger cap on there. Now it comes with this little red fella right here. This will seal it once we get that opened up. Now, when you're cutting this open, you're not going to want to open it beyond that little ridge. Well, I suppose you can, but then you won't be able to seal it unless you remove this nozzle altogether. So I like to usually leave about 1 millimeter or so above that ridge, and we'll slice that off. Just like that. Okay. And then this will go and keep that sealed for you. So this bottle, once you fill it, the smaller bottles up, you can keep in the fridge. So if we're filling up this little bottle here, a couple little tips. One, well, it'll take me a second to fill it up here. Okay, so now that I got that little bottle filled, first thing I did a very good job of not making a mess, but sometimes it's good just to wipe that off first. Give that a little bang here. That'll draw any glue that's left in this nozzle down, so it won't interfere with your sealing. Then we'll pop that little cap on, and I can go in the fridge. Now with this guy, same deal here. You'll put the cap on. You can still keep these small bottles in the fridge, of course, and that'll let them last 20 months. So to get the best shelf life, if you're not putting it in the fridge, the best shelf life you can, you're going to want to keep this in a cupboard away from direct sunlight, and you're going to want to keep it in a relatively cool area, wherever the coolest area of your shop is. That'll make it last longer. So we're talking months, not weeks here. It'll still last a good long time in the bottle, out of the fridge, but it kind of depends on how well you store it, I guess. So with the thin, what will happen is as it gets older, it will thicken up slightly. The thick, as it gets older, eventually it will become so thick that you can't use it anymore. So if you are using the big bottle and you're not using tons of it, I would definitely store this in the fridge, because you'll get 20 months out of it, which most people will find they'll get rid of it by the end of that 20 months. So yeah, and same deal with these. When you're cutting these open, they also come with all these little nozzle tips here. Motorcycle, or dirt bike. So these are to get in those hard to reach areas, but you have this little red cap right here. Once you open this up, it's got a pin on it on the inside. I don't know if you'll be able to see that in the camera, but this will be another cap you could use to seal it, or you can use this white cap it comes with. Both work fine. It's just kind of a preference thing. The nice thing about this is it will keep that nozzle clean. It'll seal it right down in there. But before you put this in, make sure you bang the bottom of the bottle down to draw all that glue out of the nozzle and seal that up. So yeah, if anybody else has any questions, you can email me at info@stockroomsupply.com, or just comment on the video. Now, if you want to see future videos, make sure you subscribe and hit the little bell button in the bottom right, I think it is, and that will alert you when a new video gets posted. Also follow us on Instagram at Stockroom Supply. Thank you much.